We're alive right now. We're alive. We're alive. We're alive. Welcome everybody. Welcome everybody. Welcome everybody. Welcome everybody. Welcome everybody. Welcome everybody. It's a dark day in Jamaica. In the last few days, we have seen criminals swearing. We have seen criminals hold the Bible and profess that they are going to uphold the Constitution. We have seen criminals that has already violated the Constitution swear on the Bible and affirm on the Bible that they will uphold it. It is a dark day in this country, ladies and gentlemen. And I don't tell a lie, I know. 4 years uncertified, cannot uncertify his assets and is newly elected. Andrew Honest, no honorable, no most, no doctor. Steffi, what's up? Dark day in Jamaica. Criminals being sworn in. But we're gonna get into it, people. We're gonna get into it. I just didn't want to Hey, Steffi, you can share the link in the groups for me and let them know that I'm live right now. Please share the links in the groups for me. Please, 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 please. I beg of you. Share the link in the group. Yeah? I'm gonna do my part. Let me see. This is there we go. Right there. I'm gonna start a poll because the people them always have to get their like button. Howard, how you doing? Clinton, Arlene, hey, how you doing? Welcome everybody, welcome. Thank you so much, sweetie. Appreciate that. Shout out to all the new subs. We have an average of 100 new subs every day. Thank you guys. Latanya, how you doing, Latanya? Salute to you, Miss Riley. Watching from UK, Howard. Blessings to you. But Howard, you know, see, are you related to Cleveland Tomlinson? Sheriff Rose, what's up? Are you related to Cleveland Tomlinson, the young man that is in the Senate now for the People's National Party? Are you related to him? We have Anchovy House of Prayer and Praise. Hi, Anna. How you doing? How you doing? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I think some of the PMP side let us down. Sheriff Rose, please, please, all of the comrade them, I want you guys to stop it. Respectfully, only need to stop it. Right? Stop blaming the PMP for anything. All right? The PMP did what they were supposed to do as an opposition. They gave the people all the reasons to vote for them. And the people did not vote for them. Altia Buck, big up. And Sheriff, you know me love you. Me not attack you, but I am seeing too much of the comrades them do this. Too much of we are doing it, man. Samantha, how are you doing? We have to stop that. Right? Stop that. I understand what it is. You get me? People want Mark Golding to take it to the streets and shout power and something and say, Andrew, when you say a thief, you thief the election. That is not how it works. That is not how it works, ladies and gentlemen. We all know what happened and saw what happened on election day. All of Jamaica knows what happened. But there is a legal process that has to be undertaken. And if you cannot prove it in court, you cannot take it to court. So we can scream, say, Andrew, why did you delete the message? Don't delete the message, Sheriff Rose. Don't delete the message. You don't say it already. You understand? You don't have to delete the message. I'm just saying, we have to understand the legal processes, right? We cannot be here trying to attack the members of the People's National Party. We should not do that. In my opinion, we should not. Right? And then you guys are falling into the trap of the mainstream media trying to cause disunity amongst the People's National Party support base. What are you doing? And this is not just Sheriff Rose. I'm telling you, there's a lot of people I'm seeing it from. I'm telling you already. Look at, just watch God work. Be patient and understand that is this election process was bigger than what you guys think on the surface. Right? This was bigger. God allowed the Jamaica Labour Party and their pundits and the people behind them. I was just talking to a teacher a while ago and she said she has realized that on the day that people that supported the People's National Party sold their votes and went to and put on green and go vote for the JLP. They sold their votes. They sold their birthright. Them sell out them children when they're born yet. You understand? And there will be a reckoning, ladies and gentlemen. They are going to suffer for it. Them picnic are going to suffer for it. Ryan Campbell, what's up? And that is on God. I personally not going to do them nothing but karma. The beautiful karma of them doing that. They are going to suffer. They are going to feel it. Some of them are feel it already. Some of them are ball out. Whoa. Them are ball. They are balling out. All right. One thing we can say about the People's National Party, they were not prepared for the level of undemocratic attacks on the voting process by the Jamaica Labour Party and its supporters. What do I mean by that? They were not prepared for Juliet Onus going to a polling station and disturbing the flow of votes. They were not prepared for Andrew Onus calling police and disturbing. You know much people saw the police gathering in the mass amounts of numbers and didn't decide to vote again. They refused to vote. They removed themselves from the situation. You understand? Because of intimidation. The voter elect was intimidated. You understand? The process of true, fair and free elections was violated by the Jamaica Labour Party and its supporters. Remember, even on nomination day, Mr. Peter King was blocked off from going to get nominated. That would have made Juliet Onus by default the winner. If they were confident that they would win, why would they be doing those things? Ladies and gentlemen, this was the most desperate attempt to steal an election by any government. And it worked. Everything they did worked. You understand? Hey, how you doing, Patricia? I never see the message, darling. How are you doing, beautiful? Big up yourself, Patricia. Big up yourself. I just see the message. Sorry about that. Should me have my eye on the screen because the phone set that way, yeah? As I say, me have a start off a live. Yeah? No, that is definitely a mistake that the people made, was wearing colors. There's a lot of cleanup that needs to happen in the political process in Jamaica, because I was listening to this brother, which I will be playing today later on. Oh, it was over ABR. Oh, sorry about that, man. Sorry about that. How you doing, Shecky? Shecky boss, big up. Hey, Lorraine Williams, big up. Let me tell you something, Patricia. I was so busy. Me not even when I look on the phone half of the time. Me just done hang out some clothes a while ago. I wake up late. Me come and me I watch the criminal them are swearing. And me I say, oh my God, look on the amount of criminal me see hold up the Bible and say they swear to God. So them a go uphold the Constitution. And they know say them a criminal. Me say if God was like man, me I tell you say man, lightning and thunder and brimstone in them same place. Me couldn't believe it. Could not believe it. No, sir. The man ain't have no fear of God, brother. No fear of God them not have. If you hold on upon the Bible and swear where them swear, no one say everything what them do upon a regular day violate the Constitution. Yo! No, man. Them man have bare face like, whoa, brother. Remember when you say you want a charger? You find it? Anyway, my people. Mark Jefferson Golden, the man himself, you know, he clears. And big up Isaac Buchanan and all of the other, 27 members, including Mark Golding on the People's National Party side. It's a beautiful thing to see the Senate, There's a few people there that I am not so familiar with. And I will be keeping an eye on them in terms of their contribution and performance in the Senate. I'm very excited for Cleveland Tomlinson, the young man at the age of what? I think it's 23. Lynn Barnett, what's up? You understand? I'm very happy for Mr. Christopher Brown from St. Mary. They really tried to steal that seat, They really tried to steal that seat from Christopher Brown, I am happy that man that is getting paid money for empty building while being paid as a minute. Did you guys see Andrew Wheatley hold the Bible? Hey, me say, yo, man. Whoa. I said, Simone, how you doing? I said, Juliet says some of them kiss the Bible, Bolo. What? No, sir. No, may I tell you, sir, in the days of the Old Testament, you see, if you try something like that, you drop down on the spot, In the days of Old Testament, all the Spirit of God was moving amongst man. To all serious. If you did try that, you drop down same place. Hold up your Bible and swear and know when you ask you a lie, tell you drop down and dead, man. Believe. They must set a wicked, me I tell you. No doubt about it. Like and share up the live. I hope nobody no flag me on TikTok. I'm tired of them. You like and share up the live for me people. I'm tired of them. I tell you the truth. From my heart, I'm tired of them. Winnie made, what's up? Where say them cross their fingers when they hold the Bible? I lose it for them. No, sir. Yo, man, tell us, Jaja, Father God, we wait for your deliverance. We look to you, and you will look to. Because this can't continue like how it goes. We need your hand to wave over the country. We can't fast. Or as far, I will wait for your time still, but I would love to see it sooner than later. I would love to see it sooner than later, but I am here waiting patiently. The clerk and other technocrats. Oh, so them done it. Finally. Alright, so we can do this now. Father God, thank you. Alright, boom. Yes, only give me a second. Karen, what go on? I got on time, man. Princess, what's up? Only give me a second. Go for that speaker, I need a speaker. Record. People are patient to live my life. You have to move quick and fast. Alright? The people don't have to be here, so I'm not wasting time. I appreciate their time. Then take out and listen to the program and contribute in the comment section. I appreciate your time. Winnie made. We see on a real Bible. Huh? He look real to me. Antonio Whitaker, what's up? Leroy say the same crook swearing in. You know, see some new crook come, brother. Some old crook return to Parliament. Man with their coat. For all types of atrocities against the Jamaican people and come, me say, listen man, me tell you something, you see me? Me talk it straight like how it is. Nobody can tell me say PMP and JLP are the same thing. Nobody. And to me, it's not a small difference. You see, this a type of JLP we are see are the most blatant set of criminal me ever see in the history of Parliament. The man they not have no chill, bro. They not have no chill. They not have no. Them just brawling in a them criminality. One whole bunch of criminal them. You understand? 11 people under investigation for illicit enrichment. How much of the amount of scandal we go on for the in this JLP? And me agree with what's your name? London 45. If I had the option to leave Jamaica, I would leave immediately. Because what I'm seeing is that the Jamaican people, they are supporters of criminality and corruption. You understand? They are supporters of witchcraft, nepotism, cronyism, all type of evil. If we should go off the results of the election and we say, all right, this is what the people, this is the voice of the people of Jamaica. This is what they want. If we should go off of that, we have to say that they endorse criminality. We have to say that. There's no other explanation, ladies and gentlemen. The people of Jamaica endorse criminality. You see me? For the most part, anyway, them like corruption. You know, they want to be a part of the corruption. So them voting back corruption. That's how they go. They want to be a part of the evil, so them voting back the evil. That's how it go. So it seemed to me, we don't know no other way to look on it. We have to take it as face value and want to see what it is. You know what I mean? But let's get into this speech from our first address from Mark Golding. So 1 second. I don't want to hear them people that much. I just Mark Golding more here.
I'm a member from St. Andrews Southern.
Alright, cool. Let's turn this. Alright. I want to say pleasant good day, ladies and gentlemen. Pleasant good day. How you guys doing? It's your brother Bolo. In this video, I want to encourage you all to hit the like button as you come through the door. Let's get this video up to 5,000 likes, ladies and gentlemen. So the first thing I want you to do is to smash that like button. That's the first thing. Do not forget, it is free, ladies and gentlemen. You don't have to donate. You don't have to go in your bank account. It's free. Hit the like button. It is free. Now, today we saw a very, very dark day in our country, in our political history, where several criminals swore in. Several criminals swore in, ladies and gentlemen, in the office, in Parliament. Several people that are under investigation for various things involving potential charges of criminality in the highest order swore in today. Some ongoing investigations and otherwise. Yes? How you doing, Kimon? And we have the leader, my Prime Minister, Mark Jefferson Golding, that was robbed by the unconstitutional, undemocratic electoral process of September 3rd. And only God alone can tell me, say, so you go. I will be riding that ship until justice is served. That was robbed of his true position in the House of Parliament, which is the Prime Minister of Jamaica. So my Prime Minister, Mark Jefferson Golding, that was wrongfully placed in the opposition by a thwarted, altered, political, democratical, electoral process, is now speaking as the opposition in this one. And let us hear what he has to say. A stern warning to the so-called government led by Alibaba and the several thieves. Let's hear what he has to say.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I want to join in the words of congratulations that have already been extended to all of the 63 members of Parliament who have been duly elected and have today taken their seats in this honorable House. It is a good thing that we have managed to have general elections in this country with minimal violence. Especially one as hard fought and as closely run as this one. And it shows that what was once a scourge on our society and body politic is something which we can hopefully say is permanently behind us. We have other concerns about the electoral system, which we have already foreshadowed in public statements that we've made, and we intend to continue to do what we can to see improvements in that area. And you will be hearing from us further on that at future times. I want to just say for my own part how happy I am that over 403,000 Jamaicans voted for our members of Parliament on this side. An increase of some 97,000 voters over our performance in the previous elections, resulting in us doubling the number of seats that we hold in this Parliament, as can be seen today.
Let them know, Martin, let them know.
It restores a significant measure of balance in the Parliament of the country, which I think is good for Jamaica's democracy, and provides us with a platform to move forward to achieve our goals next time round. I want to congratulate the members of Parliament on the other side, the 35 of them, who were successful and who have therefore formed the government, and congratulate the Jamaica Labour Party for its third successive term, which I believe is a historic landmark for that party. Mr.
Sure, what's up?
Madam Speaker, the Prime Minister in his inaugural address at King's House emphasized the importance of the country coming together, of unity, and so on. And I think nobody in Jamaica would express a contrary view. Unity is strength, and we must all strive for it. However, it cannot be achieved by platitudes or just empty words. One hand can't clap. And it is important, if we want to build consensus around important topics, that there be some action, some actual tangible effort to achieve consensus.
Designed exclusively for
Are still from the vestiges of colonialism, which are still very much present in our existing constitutional arrangements and achieve full decolonization, which is long overdue. For that to happen, there needs to be consensus around certain critical things that we regard as fundamental to this exercise. And we don't feel that any effort has really been made to achieve such consensus thus far.
Not at all.
And I look forward to seeing whether or not that will in fact take place going forward. Within the Parliament itself, I would ask that the Prime Minister reinstitute the system of chairmanship of the House committees, which was established in 2007 and continued through 3 successive governments, including the first of his terms in the current 3-term cycle, but was discontinued in 2020. I think that it is necessary. It is necessary for there to be more accountability for what the executive is or isn't doing, and the committee system of the Parliament is a vital element in ensuring that continuity. And having the government appoint the chairman of the committees to set the agenda and the dates of meetings and so on is not, in our view, consistent with the aspiration of accountability which we hear being stated on both sides. And, you know, former Prime Minister Bruce Golding from that side was the one who instituted the mechanism of having the opposition appoint the chairman and chairpersons of these committees. And it was continued by the Most Honourable Portia Simpson-Miller when she was Prime Minister, and by Most Honourable Andrew Holness in his first term, and then discontinued. And I urge him to reconsider the discontinuance of that, what I think was the building of an important convention in achieving greater levels of accountability in our Parliament.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we all know that Andrew Holness is not interested in any accountability. A dictatorship straight. So we shall be keeping an eye on this request from the most honorable, the right honorable, my Prime Minister Mark Jefferson Gordon. You understand? Speaking on behalf of the people, on behalf of true democracy, on behalf of accountability, on behalf of integrity, justice, unlike the Jamaica Labour Party. And we're going to see if he's going to reinstitute that particular convention. And I want to say big up to Bruce Golding for even putting it forward, because that was a true democratic, implementation to create accountability across the board. So let's see if that request, and you notice that was his first request that he made in this speech. The second request. The first request was, not just talk about unity, but make sure that we put the necessary actions in place to assure that unity, so we can build the country. So I like this. The opposition is making it clear. We are for unity, right? I'm going to go back to it, KK, because I'm recording. We are for unity, no doubt about it. But it's not just words, it's also actions. And if your actions are contradicting your words, then there will be no unity. You can't say two villages can't say let's unite, but then in the night they're going and burning down the other village from the opposition village. They're going and unaliving soldiers. Your actions speak of war, and your words speak of unity. It cannot work. When Andrew Holness said that he doesn't need an opposition, how comes all of a sudden he must come talk about say he want unity? You know why? Because he knows that it's gonna be a very, very hard time for them with an opposition of 28 versus their 35. It will not be very, very smooth for them at all. But let's continue. Let's read. Juicy Lips, what's
Madam
up?
Speaker, Jamaica is at somewhat of a crossroads. We have managed through successive administrations to take our public debt from the perilous heights of 147% of GDP, which was where it was in 2012, to this year, it is projected to have achieved the 60% target, which is embodied in our fiscal rules and is part of our fiscal responsibility framework in our law. Both sides can claim some degree of satisfaction in the achievement of that monumental milestone. Really, the heavy lifting began in 2012-13 with the new IMF agreement that was signed, a very challenging agreement which led to success in bringing the debt to GDP ratio down to 115% by 2016, and it has continued thereafter to now, where with a revision in the accounting protocol for GDP, the expectation is that we will achieve 60% this year. Having said that, what we have not seen is commensurate improvements in the standard of living and quality of life of our people. And all the sacrifices that have been borne by the people of Jamaica in running the high primary surpluses that have been necessary to achieve the debt reduction that we have managed to achieve must now translate into tangible benefits that the people of Jamaica can feel that they have derived from the sacrifices made. We on our side have espoused a set of policies and programs that we feel are necessary for Jamaica to move beyond the anemic, stagnant levels of economic growth, which have been a feature of modern Jamaica, and in particular over the last 10 years, and take us to higher levels of growth that can generate the kind of revenues to support investments in the people, social investments that are necessary in infrastructure and in our human capital that can become a self-reinforcing virtuous circle of growth that can take Jamaica to her destiny as a prosperous nation, as opposed to one which has achieved so many great things in certain areas, but in the area of economics and how the life of our people unfolds on a daily basis, we are underperforming. We intend to hold this government to account.
Thank you, Jodian. Miss Collins! Miss Collins, how you doing, love? So, ladies and gentlemen, you heard my Prime Minister, Mark Jefferson Golden, let the uncertified, illegitimate Jamaica Labour Party government, that they will be holding them accountable, because we as the Jamaican people have suffered to get this debt to GDP down and to get the debt down, and our quality of life has not improved. The teachers, the nurses, the doctors, the regular person that works a 9 to 5, the security guard, the persons that work in the hotel, the entrepreneurs, the persons that work in the market, the farmers. Our lives have not improved. You understand? And Mark Golden is letting it be known that, listen, you guys promised prosperity, right? The Labour Party promised prosperity from 2016. We have not seen any prosperity, not for the regular people. Andrew Onis and his cronies and his friends and families, right, and colleagues, they are the ones that their pockets have been fattened significantly. But this is what Jamaica voted for. You guys voted for more of the same, right? So I'm telling you, you will suffer. You're going to suffer immensely for what you did on September 3rd. All of you that sold out, yo, man, listen. Woo! Lord of mercy. But I am happy that he brought it up and let it be known that the way how the debt to GDP has gone down, the JLP has no excuses to not grow the economy. Absolutely none. If they cannot grow the economy now, they will never be able to grow the economy. Because the PMP did the heavy lifting, they passed all the IMF tests under Portia Simpson Miller, right? And as it is, please share the live, guys, and like up the live. As it is, those fiscal papers, which I read on my live stream the other day, I did a live stream about that whole paper from the JIS on the day that Portia Simpson Miller and her party, you know, came up with those fiscal papers and launched them. That is what we are benefiting from, where our debt to GDP and actual debt is going down steadily, right? When you look at those papers, you understand that what we're benefiting from now is what Portia Simpson Miller said and the People's National Party. And it has to be said, the JLP had to follow the laws that was set there. Any party that was in power had to follow the laws that was set there. It was already set. So now they haven't found a way to grow the economy. But at this juncture, they will have no excuses. They cannot blame a storm. They cannot blame nothing. They cannot blame a pandemic. People came out the pandemic and they grew their economy. Look at all of the other, salute to you, Paige. Look at all the other Caribbean islands that went out of the pandemic. They have grown their economy significantly, right? But what happened to Jamaica? Corruption. Corruption has bled the country's resources, and this JLP party, from the head of the stream all the way down to 10 other persons that are under investigation, and all the unknowns that we don't know about that is a part of some level of corruption in that party, is what has caused us to not grow the economy. But again, Jamaica, this is what they voted for. But Mark Golding will be holding them accountable. Yes? Let's continue.
For all the promises that they made to the people of Jamaica in the course of the last election in seeking a third term of office and in achieving higher levels of performance than they've been able to achieve thus far. And we intend to also put forward our own proposals as to how we would do that so that Jamaica could be a place in which the aspirations of our people can be met right here on this rock and not by way of having to migrate or seek solace elsewhere. Jamaican people are a great, proud and powerful nation, but we are not yet achieving our destiny in the critical areas that make the life of our people more bearable and where there'll be a sense of hope and a sense that this country that we live on can give to our people what they need to feel comfortable and live a high and good quality of life.
Time for prosperity, ladies and gentlemen. I want to say a big shout out to my brother Baldhead Wayne in the building. You know us Baldhead brothers got to stick together, man. Baldhead Wayne, thank you for the donation in the last live stream. When I came off, I saw it because I wasn't looking at my phone. Thank you so much for your continued support, my brother. Respect. All right. And shout out to all my gifters on TikTok. Salute to all my gifters. Salute to everybody that's hitting the like button. Let's get the likes up to 50,000. And on YouTube, let's get the likes to 1,000, man. Let's get it. If you watch the replay, make sure you hit that like button. Let's go. Let's continue.
I close by thanking the staff of Parliament for the service that they render to us day in, day out when we're here, and even when we're not here, I know the work goes on. And I would also just like to congratulate our athletes who are in Japan performing at such a high level, bringing more gold, more silver, more fame and more fortune to our lands and helping to reignite brand Jamaica in the area of athletics. We want to big them up and thank them for their service. And of course, Shelly Ann Fraser-Price, who has now ended her international athletic career. Special shout out to her for her tremendous career. Yes. And on a sad note, we lost one of Jamaica's greatest footballers in the last week or so, Alan Skillcole. And I want to use this opportunity to express condolences to his family and friends.
Yeah.
You know, as somebody who's a lover of football, you know, I can really say that he took the art and craft of being a baller to a higher level, and he will be sadly missed. And Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. Thank you, members of the House. I hope that we can work together well authentically to move this country forward in the coming term. God bless you.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, a genuine call of action by my Prime Minister, the Right Honorable Mark Jefferson Golding. Hear what he said? I hope that we can work together genuinely. You have to listen to the words, you know. He doesn't waste his words, ladies and gentlemen. He knows that the Jamaica Labour Party is very disingenuous. Crooked. Yankee Bless, what's up, my brother? Crooked. Oh, wait, we're going to get there. We're going to get there. I'm recording right now. We're going to get there. So let me know what you guys think about that, ladies and gentlemen. What I note from the speech from Mark Golding was, one, he wanted them to re-implement this particular action, or I think it's for the opposition to appoint certain heads of committees. You know, he said that Mr. Bruce Golding was the one that actually came up with that. And so that would go well to help the democracy, the democratic process, in terms of holding the government accountable. As it stands right now, Andrew Jones has blurred all the lines of democracy. He has torn them down, burnt them up, and disintegrated them. His wife is still the Speaker of the House, which is extremely alarming after all of the skullduggery that happened in the second term. But again, Jamaica, you voted for this. You told them that what they were doing was right. And so they will not change what they are doing. They will still keep her as the Speaker of the House. And they have added several other characters that are very questionable when it comes on to being lawful. Almost criminal. You understand? By the eye of the public eye. Their names do not resonate in a very, very good way. Their antecedents, as Andre Stevens would say, is not very good at all. Terrible, as a matter of fact. Some of the accusations leveled by them would have them in prison in other countries, in other democracies. You understand? In other democracies, just the sniff of those accusations would have ended, because they're public figures that work in government. You have other countries that don't play those types of games. You would have to resign. You'd have to remove yourself. Andrew Jones could not have been the Prime Minister of any other country, any good, respectable, democratic country. He could have not called an election. He would have been removed if he didn't remove himself. Jamaica is slack. Jamaica is loose. And Jamaica is an absolute disgrace of a democracy. Absolute disgrace. Absolute disgrace. Moderators, if you're here, yeah man, these people are not welcome on my platform. Soon as them rear them ugly head, wanna remove them. No apology. Get off my page. Only truth I speak. Be gone, you Eden. You followers of evil and wicked. Let's continue. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Now, ladies and gentlemen, first thing to comments. Because I just wanted to record that. First thing to comments. Mark Jefferson Golding did not stand. Right? What's going on, Nikki? Mark Jefferson Golding did not stand. Lorna Brooks, what's up? I'm telling you, it's an absolute disgrace having Juliet Onus again as the Speaker of the House. Hold on there. Where you say Warmington never shake Juliet Onus and I want to stop tell lie. Because I have some bangerang for sure when me sure you never see no. You can't block them. You're not a moderator. Hold on there, Patricia. I'm going to make you a moderator. Let me make you a moderator, my dear. How comes you're the moderator? That's strange. Of course. No, you weren't. You weren't a moderator. Somebody just text me and say, you know him watching now. Andrew did not ask the PMP this time. They just did it without the opposition. They are asking for them to work together. Interesting days ahead. Exactly. The PMP openly condemned the reappointment of Juliet Owens as the Speaker of the House. Let me just talk about it because it's on everybody's mind. They openly said this cannot happen. Marissa Dalrymple should not be a Speaker of the House, right? And neither Juliet Owens. And what did they do? Do you guys remember when people were saying that the PMP was ridiculous for speaking out against Juliet Owens being the Speaker of the House? Well, are they ridiculous now? They openly said they do not support it. What did the JLP do? Be the dictators that they are. You understand? They said to hell with what you think. We're gonna do what we want to do. Jamaica, this is what you voted for. So the suppression of the Integrity Commission reports will continue because the Speaker of the House is the wife of the Prime Minister and her husband under investigation for illicit enrichment. So this big conflict of interest, this nastiness that is in the government, this disgrace, international disgrace that is in the government shall persist because this is what you, the Jamaican people, voted for. I am more upset with the people that voted for Andrew Owens than Andrew Owens. I'm more upset with them because they are the ones that saw. Let me just move that person from off of this. This person, you see, the Labour right them will never talk about the scandals, the many scandals that has come under the Jamaica Labour Party government. They will never be honest about it. They want to talk about things that happened in the past or some accusation in the past about this and the other thing. Can you imagine people are still talking about traffic guru? Traffic guru is not a thing, you know. The truth about traffic guru, you know, is not a thing, you know. If you look up the real facts about traffic guru is not a scandal. It's not a scandal. It is not. And that's the truth. But that's what they want to divert the conversation to those things instead of what is happening in front of us right now. What is happening in front of us right now? We have a Prime Minister that has been uncertified for 4+ years. His wife is the Speaker of the House. There's 10 other persons that is being investigated by the Integrity Commission. We have the FID that is supposed to be investigating Andrew Owens further as to where him getting money from. I being a sort big up as to where he got his money from and what did the Jamaica Labour Party do? They put a man that is Andrew Owens' friend for investigating. These are the things I should be talking about. The other day, Mr. Daryl Vaz say I go buy 100 and add bus and them supposed to come September and I roll out. How much come? No 60. Where the $1.4 million gone? Yes, I am Jamaican. Where's the $1.4 million? Billion, sorry. Where's the $1.4 billion? Where is it gone? But we only have 60 buses. Who is going to explain that? The drill, 31 million, only cost about 4 or 5. Who is the owner of the company? Do we know? They have been hiding that the whole time. They have been hiding that the whole time. Andrew Wheatley case, rural weed case, all of a sudden, 14 persons cannot be found in that court proceeding for rural weed. Rural weed had the audacity to go to the swearing in of Andrew Honest. This is the corrupt country that we are living in. A $50 million scandal and theft, fraud in the education system. I think it's 5 of them, including rural read, is in court for that. This all happened under Andrew Honest tenure. Imagine Bobby Montague is back in Parliament. What an absolute disgrace. Bobby Montague, where is the money for the youth car them, the police car them? Where's the money? I know the car them not reach, but the money gone. And that man, you're telling me that people in Jamaica voted that man to go into Parliament? As a matter of fact, Andrew Honest allowed him to represent the seat. I don't want anybody to say Marky G and the PMP and these people are the same. What did Dennis Meadows do? Dennis Meadows uttered something just out of his mouth and Mark Golding removed him. And I totally agree, and if he happen to do it again, some people don't. That is their prerogative. But we have to have a different type of politics. The old politics needs to go. Not because one side I do it, that means so if you do something near what them I do, because you know as bad as what them I do. If you're wrong, you're wrong. We have to stand on ethics politically. Else nothing will change. Absolutely nothing will change. Right? We have to stand on a different pinnacle of politics. Politics needs to have integrity again. Or if it never had it, we need to bring it. Different type of politics now needs to happen. And Mark Golding has demonstrated that he is more than willing. This person is a distraction. Obviously a true. Right? Strong woman together. Yes, of course, he's playing in the face of Jamaicans. I'm just saying, look at all of the things that is happening with the Jamaica Labour Party. And that's just a tip. The stuff that I mentioned, that's just a tip of the iceberg. There's trillions of dollars missing from the last term. They cannot account for the money. The PMP councillors, I believe, in Manchester and Mandeville. And which one of them them have the whole of the local government? Them have the mayor, them have the councillor, them. I don't remember. But they had 100% of the records of the money spent in that area. So they showed that Manchester, thank you so much, strong woman. They showed that it's not impossible for you to have the receipts to give to the Auditor General and let her know, well, we got $5 million, 500,000 go over there, so 20,000 go there, so here's the receipts. And it all add up to the 5 million. It means that you're telling me that you never thief none of the money, or misuse the money, or misappropriate the money. The JLP has not been able to do that for over $3 trillion. They are not able to tell me how $3 trillion was spent. And you guys don't find that alarming? You guys not smell funny too, no? That should be normalized. But that's what you voted for. Andrew Honest attacked the Auditor General. Right? And I've heard Mr. Will Rattigan say that the poor lady is being threatened. You understand? She's being threatened. Like her life is being threatened. That's what I heard Rattigan say. We had an opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, to have Mr. Will Rattigan as our Auditor General if the PMP had won. really clean up corruption in Jamaica, a former FBI agent that come from Jamaica, born in the ghetto. We had a great opportunity to have a man like that to come work on behalf of the Constitution and uphold it. Don't fear nobody. It don't matter if a PMP or JLP. I say it already. If you are involved in corruption, you figure prison. I don't business any one of them. Prison. That's why I rate Marky G. Kind of afraid. If you cross the line of corruption, him have no lot and part to do with you. That's why I rate Marky G. Andrew Honest is the total opposite. Everybody good with him. If you're corrupt, you know, so I can't deal with people though. People can say some of the silliest things though. Me I talk about one man and you tell me about the whole FBI. One man me I talk about, you know. A man, one man. You tell me about the entire FBI. One man me I talk about. Do you understand the expertise that somebody that's a supervisor for the FBI has in terms of investigating criminal activity? Huh? Think about that. Think about the value. Have you ever watched Mr. Will Rattigan? Have you ever looked at the research that he brings forth? This man has taught us that he has taught us the law of how to hold the government accountable. He has brought the accountability meter people, right? Has brought them on his program to teach us how to hold the government accountable as citizens of Jamaica. What are you talking about? Look at Will Rattigan, not the entire FBI. Look at Will Rattigan. The man, the individual, what he has done. All of the things he has done, he never had to do it, you know. Will Rattigan didn't have to care about our democracy, about cleaning up Jamaica, but he does. The man has clearly showed that over and over and over again, demonstrating through action, not just words. So what are you talking about? One of those says some of the most stupidest things. Like, before you comment, just listen. Sometimes, just listen. Nobody say nothing. Because I'm allergic to nonsense. And when I see it, yeah, me triggered. Me triggered. Believe me. Just don't say nothing, man. That's crazy. The FBI is corrupt. What? I'm talking about one person. You're talking about the entire FBI. I never said the FBI should come over and be running the auditor general or running the IC. And then we have the DPP leaving finally. Good riddance. Hopefully it's not a style them I use, because me here say the acting one are gonna be acting same way. So I say I want if it's a style to make a DPP I still run under the quiet. Me not ignore you, brother. You want to call in? Warmington did not even look on Andrew Honest and his wife. That tells me everything. He's not well. Hey! You know something I have to go back and look? No. When I tell me some things I know. I did not notice that. But before I go back to that, what is the next thing? Yes. I need to say this. And it's on my thumbnail. It's on my thumbnail. You mean to tell me that ocean-wide national, we can't even call him national. National Nonsense Network, ocean-wide National Nonsense Network, put out an article that Mark Golding did not stand and follow protocol. You know what? Mark Golding sat down for every well-thinking Jamaican that despises this thief in government. That's what he did. And I want to say salute. Salute to the general, the man of integrity, Mark Jefferson Golding. You see, your protests don't always have to be loud, you know. Your protests can be subtle. And it still speaks loudly. You notice? All the man did was sit down and it's causing a stir because they know. And everybody else knows that symbolism of sitting down, what that meant. You think Mark Jefferson Golding is all of a sudden forgetting all the things that they know about Andrew Holness now based off the Integrity Commission report? Huh? Bravo, Sir Golding. Bravo for sitting down. Salute to you, Mr. Golding, for your humane approach of protest. You don't have to burn things down, ladies and gentlemen. There's other ways to protest, legal, intelligent, but still effective ways to protest. Mark Golding could not, as a dignitary, not go to the swearing-in. You know? No. It would not have been good for democracy. You understand? They would have made it a big distraction. But sitting down when everybody else is standing up, now that right there, my good people, that right there, So for all the people that are upset with Mark Golding, these are Wagwan Patrick where say fire is on the mountain. Hey, trust me. You know, so you know I'm gonna stop though. I'm going to try my best to stop reminding you guys about the prophetic word. Because you see, when you guys are gonna tell me about Warmington, you know what came into my spirit? A prophetic word that Peter Chambers said will happen to the people's, to the Jamaica Labour Party. As soon as I said that about Warmington, yeah. But bigger than Warmington, no, I don't want to say it. So yeah, them say, Mark Golding. Let me put up the picture. Let me put up the picture. Hold on there. I have it on my phone. What? I saved all of those. What? TikTok, give me a second here. I'm going to look for the. After if I press big up, I'm going to look for that picture here. Hold on there. See it there? People, 1 second here. This is very important. Where is it? There it is. There it is. Alright. Put a black background and boot it up and we'll go this one. Save. There we go. Alright. Back to TikTok now. Alright, TikTok, I'm back. Yeah, in walk out of parliament, me see when he walk out of parliament, but I was not taking note that Warmington never shake Juliet Holness hand. What a piece of bangarang. Boy, Bolo. Trouble in a paradise. We are going to hear about it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, look at your screen, TikTok. This is one thing when I come out in the car, I tell you, say, my blood boiling, me see this now. My blood boiling, me see this. May I tell you straight, my blood boil fully. Boil till it's steam, yo, everything dry out of the pot a burn up. You can't imagine them say golden broke protocol by not standing for honest at swearing in. No, seriously. People, me have one whole heap of question for ask. Ocean-wide national nonsense network. Zane, me have one question for ask. Did you guys put out an article when Andrew Honest broke protocol and lied to the people of Jamaica about him being investigated for illicit enrichment? Did you put out an article when Andrew Honest broke protocol and his 100-day promise on the 101 day when he never fulfilled promise them in 2016? Only they put out a protocol, only they put out an article saying broke protocol and not fulfilling promise. When Everald Warmington, they come out and say he was fired, he no resign. Only they put out an article say Andrew Honest broke protocol by lying to the people about firing, about Everald Warmington willingly resigning versus him firing him. Did you put out an article when Andrew Honest broke protocol and never punished Floyd Green for no movement day shenanigans when everybody else was charged how much hundreds of thousands of dollars? Did you put out any article that Andrew Honest broke protocol? Did you put out an article that Andrew Honest broke protocol when he publicly blasted the Auditor General for doing her job? Did you put out an article, right, when Andrew Honest told supporters to go and oppose a peaceful protest so as to incite violence with the people of the country? Did you put out an article that he was violating protocol? Only one for go on. Because I could talk about so many other things. Did you put out an article that Andrew Honest government violated the Constitution? That's the next thing that they swear that they would uphold. Right? We saw criminals swearing today that they would uphold the Constitution, and Andrew Honest government has violated the Constitution with the NIDS. Did you put out an article that he violated the protocol of his swear-in when he tried to implement a NIDS that was unconstitutional, that violated the constitutional rights of the people of Jamaica? Did you put out an article then? Ocean-wide national nonsense network. Ocean-wide national nonsense network. That them name. Did you put out an article nationwide? Did you put out an article when Andrew Honest violated our constitutional rights with the abuse of the SOEs? Did you put out an article that he broke protocol? And what's worse, did you put out an article when he broke protocol in the in the debate by speaking when Mark Golding time to speak? Did you put out an article saying he broke protocol of leadership by not showing discipline in the debates? Did you put out an article ocean-wide, national nonsense network? There's so many things I could reference. Have you put out an article of presently Andrew Honest bringing back Bobby Montague after the used police car scandal? Have you put out an article, Ocean-wide National Nonsense Network, that Andrew Honest has broke protocol by putting Bobby Montague back in the parliament after the scandal? Money gone, no police car. And as far as I understand it, this man has the responsibility now for land, and you want to talk about not breaking protocol? I'm glad Mark Golding is a clear, I'm glad there's a clear demarcation line between his integrity and the lack thereof of Andrew Honest and the entire Jamaica Labour Party. All of them put together don't come up to 1 ounce of integrity that Mark Golding has. Every single member of the Jamaica Labour Party, all of them put together don't come up to 1 ounce of the integrity that Mark Jefferson Golding has. Talking about Mark Golding sitting down. He sat down for every single well-thinking Jamaican. The man showed class in his open protest for this wicked government that has what you call it, committed a coup in this last general election. Thank you for sharing the live. When I reach 10,000 likes it on TikTok. I mean, honestly. There's so much things I could. Did they put out an article that Andrew Honest broke protocol when he limited access to the beaches to the people? Isn't Cornwall Regional Hospital price tag breaking protocol? Didn't Andrew Honest break protocol when he stayed silent? When him so-called friend, put him foot in at the nurse head and he was quiet about it? Isn't that breaking protocol? Isn't the Prime Minister supposed to stand with the people and stand against violence against women? Didn't he break protocol when he allowed George Wright to run? Thank God the people didn't vote him out. How much protocol Andrew Honest break on Ocean-wide National Nonsense Network? Never said anything about those breaking of those protocols. But is this in the choose to focus on? I am proud of my leader, Mark Jefferson Golding. I am honored that is my prime minister, I don't recognize Andrew anymore. If then they win the election free and fair, I would recognize him. I don't recognize him as nothing, anything at all. Anything good, by the way. He exhibits no integrity whatsoever. He's blatantly corrupt. All of his actions, it just screams corruption. He talks integrity very well, but his actions, he sued the Integrity Commission. Literally, that is against integrity. By the way, didn't they break protocol when Tavares Fintz's son became a part of the Senate? Who vote him in? They have to find one way in. They have to find one way in. Again, nepotism and cronism. But ladies and gentlemen, I want to go no sus. Me know about the I know about the Warmington thing, which me never did catch it, but not tell me about it. But who see when the matey shake wifey hand? Hey! Jamaica. Hello. Who see when the matey shake the wifey hand? And that me want to ask. Jamaica, only see when the matey shake the wifey hand? Who wanna pay attention to that? I was so shocked. You want to see big smile on face? Patricia, Charmaine, Patrick, did you guys see when the matey shake wifey hand? Me I talk about good smile, you know. All 32, you know, wife all a smile to, you know. It looks so genuine. Come like a one big happy family. Come like a one big happy family, man. I want they separate the two. No, man, me I talk about the wife and the husband. I want they separate the two. A business partner them. I saw me here. I don't know. I saw me here. But when I saw where say she pull her hand fast, yo, on a nasty wagwan, man. On a nasty wagwan. Me say, the speaker of the house, and the matey shake their hand good. On a nasty wagwan, man. Can you imagine Dalrymple? I swear upon a Bible. Patricia, you are a moderator. What are you talking about? I made you a moderator already. What do you mean? You are a moderator. You are a moderator, Patricia. Where you say she look vexed? Yo, me tell you something nasty what going on, you know. Alright, after Mr. Crawford. Alright.
And bear true allegiance to Jamaica, that I will uphold and defend the Constitution and laws of Jamaica, and that I will conscientiously and impartially discharge my responsibilities to the people of Jamaica, so help me God.
Let me see this. Me have it in a normal time. Watch out. 1, 2. No, man. No, man. That was a genuine handshake. That was a genuine handshake. Listen to me, man. Look on Juliet body language. She never stretch away. She lean forward. She grip her hand good. Big old broad smile on such woman face. You have to read body language, you know, let me slow it down. You have enough read body language, my people. May I tell you, say, right now, it look like them good. It look like one conversation go on. What you say? Can you split the screen? Hold on there. Yo, a good handshake. Me I show you what I go on. Cause I don't think I joke me, I make. Let me just show you this a freeze frame here. Look at that. We can disagree or agree, you know. But look on that. TikTok. Let me help you out there. I want my other speaker there. Oh yeah, see there? Can I use if you catch this? Alright. Boom. So we can catch that this and show you what I go on. Alright? Lord have mercy. Alright? Alright, boom. When I use 3 devices, I soon get on something else to know. Look on the slow motion, my people. Watch that. Look on Juliet face. A good smile and pleasantries that. Juliet face don't look no way. Juliet Owen's face don't look no way. Pan that the exchange there a while ago. You hear me I tell you no? So no better know say wife and matey, alleged matey live good. And I mean say so that me here. Allegedly. Allegedly. Where say which God she talking about? You know, here she say her grandmother and she quote scripture in her election. You never hear her? But anyway, we're done with them. We're gonna find Everal Warmington. Cause this too serious. Big up Zulika Jess. Oh my God. She come dressed for the occasion. A dark day. She did in a full black. It was a dark day for Jamaica democracy. One bunch of criminals get swearing. I could not believe it. What can go so? Jamaica democracy gone to hell, you know? Gone straight to hell.
Guided by the clerk and other technocrats who they will rely on.
Easy, mommy, easy.
I, Zalika, am
You know, me no rate Warmington, you know.
And that I will conscientiously.
Me no rate him, but you see,
hold and
sometimes he do certain things where me I say, me rate that way you do. You understand what me I say? Me no rate him, you know. And congratulations to Mr. Omar Newell from Upper St. Mary. Big up the 2 St. Mary representatives them. I'm sorry, say Mr. Omar Woodbine was robbed of his seat by the sellout people. The people that take money for vote and turn against democracy. You understand? Sorry, Mr. Omar Woodbine. You know, so I don't pray that though. Civ right. I'm going to look for Civ right. Because I tell you, say Parliament is one big mess. One big old ugly mess. Warmington, and we don't Warmington coming because you know Warmington. W. So, you know, Julian Robinson. I last name then go by. I am this?
Swear in the discharge and bear true of fire.
More from the TV, yeah.
Dwayne Francois.
Who see when James Robertson turn up and attack to Juliet Owens for long? Good, more than about 30 seconds up there. And then I want to make him attack to Juliet Owens so long. How I really go on? And him the vice note and lambast them. Hey, may I tell you, say Jamaica Labour Party and this government is a mess. One whole mess, ladies and gentlemen. One bagga mix up. One bagga mix up them is. That we vote for bagga mix up, man. See me now.
Responsibility to the people of Jamaica. So help me God.
My God! My God! April Warmington not even shake Juliet Owens hand. Yo, we never see it. The man pass Andrew Owens. The man pass everybody in that parliament. The man that shake nobody hand. Oh, it's going down, ladies and gentlemen. It's going down. Lynn, what kind of split screen? The split screen are there. I mean, just change a while ago for you so you could have see it. You see me? See it? Make we hear what him say again.
I, Clifford Everett Warmington.
Yes.
On behalf of the people of Southwest St. Catherine, from whom only, I do swear that I will.
Mirated. But the man's speech I tell you everything. The man said the people in the Southwest of whom only. So he not talk about the whole of Jamaica, you know. He only talk about film constituency, you know. Mighty God. People, me have to record this. No. Me have to record this. The man edit him speech. No, me have to record this and post this. This serious. This is quite serious, ladies and gentlemen. This not normal. Let me see the time slot. 2:26. Let me open up back my OBS. Hey! Bangarang in a bit now, JLP. Trouble in a paradise.
GoDaddy has the perfect hosting plan for any website.
Is not the
From
man.
low-cost shared hosting to your own virtual server. Every plan comes with a 99.9% uptime guarantee, along with a free domain name and award-winning support.
That I rise to address this honorable
I know why you're not trying.
of unity.
Samuda. This road.
Thank you, Clark. Statement by ministers. Announcements. Leader of government business.
Madam Speaker, I now have the honor to announce
Clifford Everett.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, we just witnessed highest level of bangaram in the parliament. What does this mean that I'm about to share? Only time will tell. Everett Warmington swearing in. Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
I, Clifford Everett Warmington. On behalf of the people of Southwest St. Catherine, from whom only, I do swear that I will faithfully and bear true allegiance to Jamaica, that I will uphold and defend the Constitution and laws of Jamaica, and I will conscientiously and impartially discharge my responsibility to the people of Jamaica. So help me God.
Ladies and gentlemen, now I'm recording. Had a hiccup here, but welcome to the platform, Mr. Brother Bolo here now. And we have one piece of bangarang this year because Everett Warmington swearing in was a whole different level of bangarang. It's beyond interesting. His entire swearing in, there was so much to unpack from it. So let's hear what he has to say. And then we go back. Listen to this.
I, Clifford Everett Warmington, on behalf of the people of Southwest St. Catherine, from whom only, I do swear that I will faithfully and bear true allegiance to Jamaica, that I will uphold and defend the Constitution and laws of Jamaica, and I will conscientiously and impartially discharge my responsibility to the people of Jamaica. So help me God.
So let me stop it right there.